Linh-chan and Dimi-chan play games. Hello everyone and welcome. Today we're playing Pikmin.
Hello.
So I've been wanting to play this game for a while. It's actually kind of the motivation behind starting this channel a little bit because I was watching people play and they were not doing a terribly good job at playing. So I was like, hey, I can totally play better than those people. But of course, now that I'm being recorded, we're gonna prove that very false, aren't we? So, when I played this as a kid, I never got far and I never beat the game because it was way too hard. But when I replayed it just a few weeks ago, I finished it in 18 days. So let's see if we can beat that record or fail miserably and not escape the planet at all. But we'll find out, right?
Yes.
So this story starts off, and you are Captain Olimar flying through space. And I think your job is to deliver stuff, though I might just be getting that confused with Futurama. But in any case, so you're flying through space, delivering or just wasting your time, when an asteroid out of nowhere hits your very advanced spaceship and causes it to fly out of control to an uninhabited planet. Do they even mention that it's an uninhabited planet? Well, in any case, there's inhabitants on it, just not humans anymore. And they say that this is Earth, like, way after humans die off, which is why there's a lot of human junk all around and no humans. And that's also why there are all these creatures that don't look like anything we have in today's Earth. Just modified, right? And so you land at the impact site, and you notice that all your parts are gone, and you're missing, coincidentally, 30 parts, and your life support lasts for, coincidentally, 30 days. So you have 30 days to collect 30 parts and escape the planet before you die. My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is in a painful sight. The engine is gone, I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate that this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then, no, better not think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. Is his voice like that, or do you think it's more like, hello, I have a little tiny mouth so I talk like this?
I think he's more squeaky.
More squeaky?
Yeah, he's so tiny.
Okay, I'll try for more squeaky next time. So this is an onion where the Pikmin live. So you discovered the first variety that they show you in this game, the red Pikmin. And in the future games, there's like 5 different varieties for Pikmin 2 and 5 others for Pikmin 3. But yeah. A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it appeared as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too.
Does it hurt to go deeper or does it hurt to go higher pitch?
It doesn't really hurt to go either. Then again, I have a very high-pitched voice to begin with, so I guess I can go in either direction more or less comfortably, but we'll see after a whole day of this. The seed that the onion dropped took roots in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. This sprout emits strange light, and it sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I am compelled, I must approach it and press A! Aw, how cute. And pixelated.
Very pixelated.
Extraordinary! When I plucked up the sprout, it turned into a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there staring at me. Its shape is similar to the big brown carrots I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. Here I am stranded on a toxic planet fighting to survive, and yet I am intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try and grab it and throw it with A. I can call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to C and X to A. The following controls appear to allow me several viewpoints. Rotate camera. I must survive. I need to familiarize myself with these controls and my surroundings. So we are playing the GameCube version. I know there's a Wii version as well that lets you directly point where you want to throw these Pikmin. But I don't have the Wii version, I just have the GameCube version that I'm playing on a Wii. So I guess that's close enough. Bloop. And now it just farted 2 more seeds. Astonishing! The onion has sown more seeds. The small red pellets the Pikmin harvested after cutting down on a flower appears to be some sort type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. And yeah, among the things I've noticed that other Let's Players playing this game did not do is like collecting the same colored pellets with the same colored Pikmin. A novice mistake. Or just throwing the Pikmin on the pellet directly to kind of destroy it faster. So I'm gonna be trying to not be making those mistakes, though.
What's a mistake?
Like there, they got it right away because I landed on the pellet. So it's faster, that's all.
So that's what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant the other way around.
No, that's what people were not doing.
Well, maybe they didn't know.
Well, now they're gonna know, because we're gonna show them a great example of how to play, right?
Wait until I play.
Do you wanna play? We can switch out every day.
Maybe. Not really interested in this game. From the many times that I've seen you play. So, we'll see.
Okay, maybe you'll pick up from Pikmin 2 then. This one is fairly hard, and the ones that come later are a tad easier, I'd say. Though, of course, they look prettier too, so that might help.
Maybe.
Let's collect these remaining stragglers. In any case, this is our second series, so hopefully it's the second of many more. And in the first series, I learned that, like, while editing it, I had always thought that the editing process was going to be, like, very long per episode and take up a lot of my time. What I did not know is that most of the editing process is not actually editing the footage, but mostly making sure that Content ID does not have fun with the footage. So I ended up uploading the same clip multiple times only to be told that, oh, this part of your video, it contains stuff that's copyright. So then I went and deleted that and re-uploaded and tried again, and then only to be told a different part of it was copyright. So I think I figured out a good system to not get Content ID'd, though we'll find out for sure as I do more of these, of course. The Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart as I tell these slaves to do my bidding. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct. Approach and press A. To pick sprouts, press A. To grab Pikmin, release the throw, press B. To call them, X. To dismiss, C. To command, blah 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 blah. And here's the first part. So this is the engine that miraculously
it's still functioning on its own, not connected to anything else.
It's pushing the whole planet downwards. Amazing! There's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me. But how will I get it back to the dolphin? If only I had an army of slaves that will do anything I ask them to, and don't ask anything back of them. If only. So I need 20 Pikmin to carry this thing, which I don't have, so let's make more Pikmin. And there's a pallet here. And there's a pallet here. Right. And there's a pallet here. And then there's a bunch of pallets here. And there's one straggler right there. And let's wait for them to pop out. So yeah, I still have a lot to learn on like putting these things together. Audio for one. I don't know if it's gonna be better this time around. It's definitely gonna do a lot less noise canceling. So you're not gonna hear our voices start to get weird as we continue talking and the noise cancellation kicks in, thinking that we are noise.
I didn't hear anything different last time. There
So-
wasn't any interruption.
Well, it was mostly as we were talking for a long time, it just started to drown out our voices and we get stuck.
Well, I think because we were recording in the middle of the night, so it was getting late after like 4
And we were
hours.
talking.
Yeah, I think because we were talking nonstop for 4 hours, so we were getting tired and kind of just started to mumble.
Mm-hmm. When many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me I was no good at routine tasks nor cooking. I guess I shall try to get it all done at once by repeatedly tapping A until I pick all the Pikmin up from the ground, just as you told me while I cook.
Why you cooked? What the heck?
I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, they become filled with excitement and flush with bright color to be glad as slaves. At other times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to make me a successful colonization captain. To help me distinguish between Pikmin.
You're getting weird.
But seriously, this premise is totally like someone coming to someone else's land far, far away and then saying, "Well, this all belongs to me now." Oh, you guys are very nice.
Sounds familiar.
Has no one ever been mean to you guys before? Good thing we're assholes by nature.
Well, so far this game, there's been a lot of dialogues and, you know, instructions on what to do. As you progress throughout the game, are there still a lot of instructions? I find it a little bit boring right now.
No, so this is mostly because it's like the tutorial level. So it's like teaching you how to play. And then afterwards, most of it is just going to be as you discover the 2 other types of Pikmin. And then as you discover the other ship parts. And then at the end of every day, he has like a little summary of what happened. And that's about it afterwards. So these guys are dutifully carrying back my engine so that I may leave the surface momentarily at night to not get eaten. Because apparently, at night there are many nocturnal creatures that wake up and start eating all your Pikmin.
Have you ever stayed just to see what it's like at night?
It won't let you stay.
Or it won't let you, even without your engine?
Well, there's no timer on this day, coincidentally, and it ends when you get the engine.
Oh.
So, on every future day, there is a timer, though.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's so happy with his little toupee of 3 hairs. Oh, glorious! With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back towards home. My ship can once again lift off. A glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. So yeah, it suddenly became dark, and he whistles all his merry slaves away to their to their living quarters and lifts off. But all joking aside, I don't consider the Pikmin slaves. I think they're just very nice and generous local inhabitants.
How kind
and
of you.
They are gonna keep thinking of me as a fun visitor until I start sending them into battle and they start dying on my behalf.
Well, they probably have no brains anyway, so there's really not much thought going on there.
One day since impact, I have somehow managed to launch the dolphin, but I was surprised to see the onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems that they recognize their master and they will help me again tomorrow. One dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Okotate. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. What a coincidence. How can I repair my dolphin in such a short time? Oh well, I guess I'll figure it out. And then the screen basically tells you how well you did on your first day.
So did you do well?
I did as well as you can do on the first day. You get 25 Pikmin.
And you didn't kill any.
And I didn't kill any because there's nothing to kill them on. Well, in any case, since we have the engine, we can fly to a new area which has many more parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts, in fact. So we'll be getting the majority of those parts and then progressing farther tomorrow. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Linh-chan, Dimi-chan, Linh-chan, Dimi-chan, Linh-chan, Dimi-chan, Linh-chan, Linh-chan, Dimi-chan,